Good morning, Romany. Right back again. Been out this morning, did a little bit of work, come in for a cup of tea, and I'd see all this stuff on the news that's going on. I wonder when people are actually going to realise. Because the problem that we all got is that very subtle changes are happening in all of our lives. So subtle we don't even notice them. And then before long, I won't live to see it, but before long, our freedom will be gone. I think COVID was the start. COVID, for whatever reason, was designed to stop the world. Definitely stop this country, as we all know. So this is how I see it. Everything has changed since COVID come along. All that we knew is now long gone. I could always see my GP, just a call to the surgery, and I'd soon be seen by a doctor who knew me by my first name. Now all I get is a recorded message by some sort of machine telling me I'm in a queue and I'm in number 16. Please hold. Once answered, I'm bombarded by questions as to what's wrong with me. I think to myself, hang on a minute, am I the GP? What's my symptoms? How do I feel? Do I really need to see my GP? That person has no knowledge of me, who I am, or what I'm about. Yet they have the power to terminate the call should I become irate at the fact I have to divulge my personal details to a stranger who can decide if I should see my GP. What's gone wrong? My doctor was me pal. He talked to me about his wife coming up here to ride the horses, talked about all sorts of things. Now I got our job to see him. I even got to do stuff by email. Same as my bank. I went to my bank the other day. This is all since COVID, you see. And the banks don't want you to take any cash out because they're trying to do away with the cash and turn us all into digital. Anyway, I went to the bank and I had to stand in the queue, which narked Mandy anyway. Because where there was once 5 cashiers, there was now only 2. A trainee approaches me. Couldn't have been no more than 17, 18. Can I help you, sir? I said, no, thank you. I want to pay some checks in and I want to take some cash out. That's okay, she said. I can pay the checks into the machine for you. I said, no, thank you. I said it in a firm but strong manner, nothing to be alarmed about. This seemed to have caused a little bit of a scene. Security then come over to me and tried to put his hand on my arm. I'm going to be crude about how I say this. I said, take your fucking hand off my arm right now, because I will drop the nut straight on you. Leave me alone. So there was a little bit of he took his hand off and there was a little bit of argy-bargy. But before I left, I made the point to everybody in the bank. Now, bearing in mind, I'm on a different level in the bank and I have a personal manager and all this shit. Anyway, Before I left, I made me point that all their jobs in there was on the line. 2 or 3 of them said, "Oh no, this is progress, sir." I said, "No, this is not progress. This is the start of elimination. All your jobs will go one by one." That's what I said. Sure enough, within 6 months, that bank was shut, gone. All the local people in Cowick Street down there who bank with NatWest, the old people who can't get up to the town, lost their bank. So that was that. A few weeks later, I had a foreign gentleman ring me up. Nice man. I'm not saying nothing about it because he's foreign. But he informed me that he was my new manager. And although we would never meet in person, we would speak frequently on a video call on a telephone. He stayed at home these days and spoke to all his clients by telephone. That's another thing. Go into the bank, ask to take out cash. They ask you 1,000 questions, like you're some sort of old Dinlow who's taking the money out just for the sake of it. So that's another demise. I'm thinking to myself, this has all come so prominent since COVID. So I wonder what COVID was about. Don't blame me for that, but that's just the way I feel. A child now, as young as 5, has the choice of gender, so it seems. Not in my eyes. You're either a girl or you're a boy. And if that offends some of you, I don't apologise. Our forefathers, war veterans, fought to save us from a total madman in Hitler. What do you think, for one moment, they would think that they placed their lives on the line for? To give us a freedom, a free state? And look at what we've turned into. Breaks my heart, because the great in Britain is gone. And as I said, there are subtle changes that are being made right in front of our noses, and all of us are too busy to notice. Our country, without a shadow of a doubt, is overpopulated. Our infrastructure cannot deal with it. They're building houses here in Exeter, 350, 400, 450, 500,000. How are people going to buy them? And where are they going to work? What are they going to do? It's all happening very subtle. Our infrastructure cannot bear the strain and the demand of everyday life. It's simple. Illegal immigrants, putting extra pressure on our treasury, can't cope with it. And that, the taxation burden on the normal working man. I'm involved with a food bank, and I got my own charity that I give food to people who need it. Imagine this. I've seen this with my own eyes. Having to go to a food bank when 2 people are working, genuine people, a man and a woman, and they find at the end of the week they can't feed their children. Both are working. Now, is that right? Working their guts out and cannot feed their children. They got nothing extravagant. They got a car. They may have a bit of Sky TV. A lot of them don't smoke now. A lot of them don't drink. They still can't make those ends meet. So it would seem that COVID, in my eyes, was designed to stop the country and let it restart and introduce all these new things to what we're seeing. We're not used to. In my age group, where we saw where the old money was, then the new money, and I have seen the changes. I am very passionate about my country, but not the way we're being treated. It would seem that there are people with genuine need in this country, genuine need help, that an illegal immigrant can come in and have what they want, more or less. Housed, fed, telephones, and paid some sort of money. And the government have a very special way of making up statistics about unemployment, job seekers. All these little channels that they make up are all designed to make us all think unemployment's coming down, all this. How? What do we do about it? Well, it's time for us all to say enough is enough. Now, I'm not saying to you, Conservatives are better, Labour is better. Why do we not have a group of people who are from the heart of the country, from the grassroots of the country, running this country? We've got the House of Lords. We've got everything that's evolved around your status in life, where you've come from. No good. Those people that run this country do not know what it's like to have nothing. 24 years ago, I got a Bible there and I'll swear on it, I was living in a trailer when I left my wife first time and got my divorce. I was living in a trailer, 10 foot, that leaked like a basket. And I could just about afford, I didn't have my divorce settlement at that time, I could just about afford the $25 a week rent. I had nothing. So yes, I do know fucking 100% what it's like to have nothing. That's why the good Lord has brought me this far, and I do what I do. Not for no fucking praise, because I know what it's like to have nothing. So for me, personally, I do not understand why COVID was such a big thing. Now, we knew we lost a lot of people, a lot of lives. I'm not diminishing that in any way. But in my eyes, it still was designed to stop the country and restart it. I went to my local doctors to have my blood took. 12 months ago, speaking to the nurse there who took me blood. I said, all right, my darling? She said, yeah. I said, how's things? She said, not too bad. I'm a bit worried about my daughter, she said. I said, how's that, man? My daughter is a professional nurse. Never done nothing else. Come from school to college to nursing. I said, oh yeah. At the end of the month, she's £7 worse off than if she was on the dole. That can never be right. £7 a month worse off by what she could claim for and what she would get. Now, is that right, people? No. So when I say COVID, I'm saying to you, things have never been the same. That's how I feel about it. My bank is closed now down in Cower Street. But before it closed, I'm a man who liked to have a bit of cash. If I wanted to go and buy something, I'd buy it. Do you think you could draw money out of that bank without a million questions? So now there is no more cash. Yeah, you might get a bit of cash on a deal in and out, but there is none. So you haven't got any cash. So it's happening, people, in a subtle manner that you're not even, that I'm not even taking account of. So it's bye-bye now from the Romany Rye. I'm sorry about this subject, because I'm not sorry that I brought it up. I'm sorry to have to report it, because it's happening in front of our very eyes. So it's bye-bye for now from the Romany Rye.